Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Angus here. How are you all? Yes, I'm just sitting here enjoying my cup of tea. You know I love my tea. And facing the sun and feeling the warmth. And I thought that I would check in to see how your weekend was. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and enjoyed some wonderful time with your families. And I thought I would see if anybody saw what happened to the weather this weekend. Now, I know someone did because they sent me a post about this. And it's called hail. Did anybody see it? It was incredible. Now, hailstorms are not something you always see all the time. Okay, so we're going to talk about hail today. Now, remember in school we learned about there was 3 states of matter. There was solid, and there was liquid, and there was gas. Well, hail is actually a combination, but when it falls down, it is considered a solid. Yes, they're like little balls of ice. Now, in order for this to happen, it's pretty incredible. Now, you know I've been talking about the sun and the moon and the planet we live on and nature. Oh, it's truly amazing. So, before I explain to you how hail happens, let me just tell you that there are 4 types of precipitation. Now, there's hail, which we're going to talk about. There's sleet, and there's rain, and there's snow. Now, most of us have seen rain, because my last video, or a couple videos ago, I talked about rain. I said, what are you all doing? And we all could see the rain, and I asked you to go outside if you could and do some fun stuff in the rain, splash in puddles. So we know what rain feels like, okay? Now, snow, we didn't get a lot of snow this year, but don't you worry, because it's gonna come back next year. And sleet, well, you don't see a lot of sleet either, but sleet is different than rain and hail. Because sleet comes down from the clouds, right? And it's more slushy, okay? So it's a little bit heavier than rain. But hailstorms, let's talk about that. Well, hailstorms, first of all, they come when the temperature drops and you can see there's rain clouds in the sky and there's thunder. All those things have to usually happen in order to get hail. Now, hail falls as a solid, but let's talk about where it starts. So in the sky, you see clouds. Now, the clouds you normally see like on a day like today when it's sunny are white, fluffy clouds, right? Those are actually called cumulus clouds. And they hang around all day long when it's sunny. Sometimes there's not any clouds at all, but they come around and the wind blows them. But when you're going to have hail, those clouds change. Now they change and they get darker and darker and gray, right? I know you've seen it, and if you haven't, I want next time for you to go look, because that's beautiful. Totally different than white, okay? I just want to tell you that real quick, because the white clouds are shining because of the sun. Yes, that sun is powerful, okay? We were so thankful we have it. So as the clouds get closer together, they turn a color, and some people call them cumulus nimbus clouds, but I'm going to call them nimbus, N-I-M-B-U-S. So the nimbus clouds get heavier and they're darker. Now, how do we get hail? Let's see if I can explain this. So the hail are water droplets that come from the cloud, like when it starts to rain, and then the wind blows them back up to the cloud, and then they fall down again. But they don't go down all the way, and the wind comes again and back up. It's kind of like a roller coaster. It goes up and it goes down like that. But eventually the clouds and those little water droplets that are going up to the clouds and getting more water droplets, they're getting heavier and heavier, and that's when they fall to the ground. And sometimes you can hear a pitter, pitter, patter, but it's a little bit, the noise is like a little bit, what's the word I want to say? You can really hear it. It's a little sharp, okay? And so they fall to the ground, and it doesn't last usually that long. The hailstorms don't always last a really good amount of time, but it's incredible and it's a beautiful thing to see. So I just want you to know that Miss Angus has a video, because when it happened, she ran out the door and she took her camera, and I'm going to be able to share that with you. So on the next video, right, I'm going to attach it and I'm going to show it to you. So it's pretty amazing, the world we live in. Nature is amazing. Hail is, yes, a solid. Okay, now I know that we've talked about those different types, but when it comes down from the sky after being a liquid, it turns into a solid, just little balls of ice. So today's question of the day that I would like you to do is to sit quietly with yourself and draw me a picture. You can do a little video, you can write me a couple sentences, or even just one about hail. What do you notice? What do you hear? Think about it. And if you don't want to do hail and you want to do one on snow, that's fine. Or you want to do on the rain, it's okay. But today I am talking about hail. Now remember, when we say hail, we say letter what? Letter H. And you know how to say hail because you can feel your hot breath in your hand. So watch the video, sending lots of hugs your way. Talk soon. Can't wait to see everything on the portfolio.